Good day, students. Welcome back here to this video class. This is Basic Information Technology Skills, BIS132. I'm your lecturer on this course. I'll be taking you through this course, this video class. My name is Mr. Edu Triumph. Here in this lesson, we are going to have a focus on spreadsheet packages or softwares. What are the spreadsheet packages or softwares? What are they actually used for? The spreadsheet packages or softwares, they are meant for numeric data analysis. They can be used for financial analysis. They can be used for statistical analysis. With the spreadsheet packages or softwares, you can perform these following tasks. You can use them to prepare staff salaries. They can equally be used to sort out items. What I mean by sorting out items is arranging items in a given order. You can equally use the spreadsheet packages to create some graphs or charts. Examples of spreadsheet packages or softwares. You have the following, as easy as you have Lotus 123. You have Microsoft Excel. We have Microsoft Excel 2003. We have Microsoft Excel 2007. But for the purpose of this class or lesson, I'm going to use Microsoft 2007 to demonstrate to you how you can use Microsoft Excel to perform certain tasks. So, get your PC, your computer ready. Boot it, let it be on. Let us start to learn how to use Microsoft Excel. To open Microsoft Excel, click on Start, move to All Programs, Microsoft Office, then click on Microsoft Excel. You can maximize your windows if you so wish. Here is Microsoft Excel. Like Microsoft Word, it has some bars too, which I have explained in Microsoft Word, the title bar, the menu bar. Now, Microsoft Excel has what is called a workbook. A workbook simply means a file of Microsoft Excel. Then we have what is called a worksheet. A worksheet contains sheets. As you can see here, we have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. You can have more and more of that. Let us look at some of the features of Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. It is divided into columns. These are columns. It's divided into columns and rows. So these are rows. We have column A, column B, column C. The last column is column IV. The last column is column IV. How do we get to column IV? After column A to Z, alphabetically, then you have AA, AB, AC, AD, AE, down to as you can see here, down to AZ. After AZ, you have the next column is BA, BB, down to BZ. So you have it like that down to IA, IB. The last column is column IV. All together from column A down to column IV, we have 256 columns in a spreadsheet. 256 columns in a spreadsheet. Then we have rule 1, rule 2, rule 3, rule 4, rule 5. All together you have 65,536 rules. Makes a spreadsheet. Now, the intersection of a column and a row is called a cell. Intersection simply means where they meet. Look at this. Column A, row 1, they meet here. So it's a cell. In other words, each of these boxes you see, they are called cells. Cells, C-E-L-L, cells. They are called cells. Each of these boxes you see are called cells. Okay. Each cell has a name. How do you know the name of a cell? Is the name of the column followed by the name of the row. The name of the column followed by the name of the row. Hence, this is cell A1 because it is in column A, row 1. This is cell A1. Here, cell B1. Here, cell C1. Here I am, A4. Here, C6. If you look at a bar here called the formula bar, where formulas can be entered, it always shows you the active cell. The active cell. The active cell is the cell where the cell pointer is, this black rectangular thing you see on the screen. Any cell where that thing is called the active cells. And if you look at the formula bar, you see the name of the active cell displayed. There are two types of data you have or that can be entered into a cell. We have what is called a value and labels. If we enter numbers, that is numeric, those are called values. I entered 100 now, it's a value. I entered 2.5, value. I enter 45, value. If I enter age, that is a label. If I enter class, that is a label. That means data that are of alphabet, they are labels. If they are numbers, they are values. We call them values. Now look at it very well. Labels are displayed to the left side of a cell. Can you see that? While values are displayed to the right hand side of a cell, although it can be changed, but by default it places it there. So we have values and labels. You can only enter data into a cell that is active. That is, you can only enter data into a cell where the cell pointer is. Take for an example, I want to enter data into cell H1, which is here. I must move the cell pointer there. You can use your mouse in moving it, or use your arrow keys from the keyboard, or press F5, function F5, F5. Here it is. If you press F5, it brings this. That is go to command. Type in a cell name. Take for instance, you want to go to cell K10. So I type K10. Click on what? OK. Here I am. So you can use your mouse or use the command F5 to move to a cell to make it active. Let us talk about adjusting the width of a column and the height of a row. First, the width of a column. Take for an instance, I want to type schools here as headings. Look at it. I have exceeded the width of this column. This is column A. Okay, so what must I do? I have to adjust the weight. There are different ways of doing it. First, you can use your mouse. Click on the width boundary, then move accordingly. I'm okay. If you wish to, you can do it more than that or as you want it to be. Same goes here. What I'm doing now is I'm adjusting the width of my column, the height of a row. I can move it here also. Okay, I'm adjusting. What if I want to, or you want to adjust the width of about 5 columns at the same time? Probably from column A to column F. Highlight A to F to have the same width, uniformity. Highlight. Then right click. From the options displayed here, you can see column width. Click on it. Type a column width of your choice. Let's assume I type 20 and I say OK. So column A here, can you see, is 20. Column B is 20.00. Column C 20. Column D 20. Column E 20. Column F 20. Same goes to the rows. I want the same height for row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Highlight. Right click your mouse. Then from the list displayed, you have row height. Click on it. Type a height of your choice. I type 15. Then click. So what do I have? This is 15. 15. 15. Want to make it bigger? Row height. Probably I have 30. Click OK. So that is how to adjust the height of a row and the width of a column. Let us see how to insert additional columns and rows, and to delete columns and rows if necessary. Let's assume I need a column between column A here, that is school, and column B where you have age. I want to insert a column and call it class. I want the column before age. column B. I want the column in between A and B. So what must you do? Right click on column B, move to the box displayed, click on insert. Insert. A column is already inserted. Here I am, so I can type in a new column here. And I don't want column C again, where I have age. I want it deleted. Highlight or select it. Same procedure. Right click. Click on delete. Off it goes. I want this one off. Same procedure. Right click. Delete. So you can delete a column, you can add a column. The same thing with row here. I want to insert a row before this very one here. So right click, insert. Can you see that? I want another one again. Right click, insert. I want to delete a row too. Right click, delete. Let us now move on to the sheets here. Here I have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Probably you are asked to use Microsoft Excel to prepare salaries for your staffs with different departments. You can rename these sheets. You can change the names. Let me change the name sheet 1. What do? Right click, move to rename. Probably I want to use transport department. Transportation department. Okay. Come back to sheet 2. Right click, rename. You can change the name. Medical department. So each of these sheets can be renamed, and you can add as you wish. How can you add additional sheets? From the search here, you click on add sheets. Okay, can you see the way it is? I'm adding it now. So that is how additional sheets can be inserted, and you can rename if you so wish. Let us now move to working on data in spreadsheets. Remember I said one of the functions of Microsoft Excel is numeric data analysis. First, let us see how to use Microsoft Excel in performing some numeric data analysis or operation, mathematical operation. Please take note of this, that in Microsoft Excel, this is for addition, subtraction, while the asterisk is for multiplication. Okay, for division. Take note of this. This is for division. Right. Let's assume you have these data. These are values. And you are asked to add or sum up these data. How can you do that in Microsoft Excel? Highlight the data. Leave a space where this total is to be displayed. Move your cursor, move your mouse to where you have AutoSum, automatic summation, and click. Here I am, the total for all these numbers. Do you know what? If you change any of these entries, the total automatically change. This is 678. I change it to 56. The total will change from 1954. Watch, change. If I change any entry in here, the total change. That is why it is called automatic summation. Automatic summation. If you don't want to use automatic summation, then you can use a formula in adding up your data. To use a formula in Excel, the first thing you type is equal sign. Equal. Once Excel sees equal sign, it knows you're about entering a formula. Now I want to sum up these data together. What I did is I type equal, then type sum. Open a bracket, then specify the range where the data are. Here, my data are from cell A1 to A12. Look at it, from A1 to A12. So I'm going to say sum, open a bracket, A1 to A12. Close the bracket and press your enter key. The same thing. Move to your formula bar. Here you see the formula here. Sum A1 then to A12. Still on formula, Excel has what is called predefined formulas. Predefined formulas that you can use in Microsoft Excel. First, we're going to look at maximum and minimum function. Let us look at maximum and minimum function. First, the minimum function picks the smallest data among data that are typed in a spreadsheet, while the maximum function picks out the highest data among data in a spreadsheet as specified. The function can be found here. All these are functions. Here I have the sum function, the average, count numbers, maximum, minimum. If the function you're looking for is not here, click on more functions. First, let us use the minimum function here. Click on it. The minimum function will pick out the least numbers among all the numbers I have typed in the spreadsheet. I want to bring out the minimum function here. Okay, here is it. Click OK. Here, you can specify the number, the range, that is from cell A1 to cell, that is from cell A1 to cell A13. Specify the range for Microsoft Excel. That is, these are the numbers here from cell A1 to A13. Pick the minimum, click OK. Here it is. That is, among all these numbers, this is the list. Let us look at the maximum. Go back here, click on functions, look for maximum. I click on it, click OK. Specify the range from A1 to A13. So A13. Click OK. Here it comes. This is the highest among all these numeric data, that is the value that are here. So in using Microsoft Excel, you can pick out the highest paid person in a company, checking the numeric data. You can use it to pick out the learner that scored the highest grade from the numeric data displayed. Let us look at another function, the count function. It counts. It lets you know the total number of entries here. Let us look at counts. Look for count function. Scroll down till you get to count. Here I am. Click OK. From cell A1, because that is the range, to A13. Click OK. Here I am. That is, I have altogether 13. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That I have 13 values here, entries. Let me talk about one more function, the if function. If function. The if function is a conditional function. It brings out the result based on a condition specified by you. Take for an instance, you have entries like this for learners. And you want the if function to write fail for any learner that scores less than 50. Then pass for any learner that scores above 50. How are you going to use the if function to perform that operation? Okay, move back to function, click. From the function dialog box, they are arranged alphabetically. Scroll down to if, click, this is if, click OK. Then test a condition here. You are going to have a logical test. If, what I'm going to do here is if what I have in A1 is less than 50, computer please write fail, otherwise pass. So if, okay, A1, okay, less than 50. If less than 50, what should happen? That is, if the condition is true. If the condition is true, if it's less than 50, what should happen? Write fail. The computer should write fail. Otherwise, if the condition is false, what should the computer write? Pass. Haven't done that. Click OK. Can you see? Here, 34 is less than 50. Look at my formula bar. If A1, the content of A1 less than 50, please write fail. Otherwise, write pass. You can drag down, copy down this formula so that it can apply to all those. Okay. What can you see here? Where it is above 50, you have pass. Where it is less than 50, you have fail, because I use the if condition. To sort data means to arrange data in a given order. Data can be sorted in ascending order or descending order. If you sort in ascending order, it arranges your data from the least, that is from the smallest to the highest. If you sort in descending order, it arranges your data from the highest to the least. Let's assume we have this data here. We want to sort this. First, I have highlighted. I want to sort all the data in column A. So highlight, click on column A. Move your mouse now to data menu. Then you move to sorting. Can you see here? From A to Z is ascending. From Z to A is descending. That is from the largest to the smallest. Click and see. What can you see? They are sorted now in ascending way, from the smallest here down to the highest. Let us sort in descending way, from the highest to the least. Then it is possible your column has a heading. Then if you are to sort, you must specify, you must tell Excel there is a heading, so that the heading will not be sorted. Let us assume my heading here is score. Here I have remark as my heading for this data to be sorted. Let me bold my heading. Okay. I can now sort out this data together. Okay, back to data. Let us sort in ascending order. Can you see? Sort by score, which means it's taking the heading here into recognition. What do I have there? Values. Largest to what now? Smallest. You can change if you wish. smallest to largest. If that is the way you want it, then you click OK. So the headings can be taken into consideration when sorting data. How to format your cells. First, how to add currency symbol. Permit me to let us move to another worksheet, medical department. I have this numeric data, okay, as staff salary, or I'm dealing with money, and there is need to add currency symbol. The currency symbol for our dear beloved country is the Namibia dollar. Highlight, then right click, go to format cells. From the format cell dialog box displayed, make sure numbers is selected. Now come to currency. From currency, go to symbols, open. You can see a lot of currency symbols, but don't be surprised. Some of the symbols are not there, which you can add if you wish. But here I'm going to select the American dollar. Then you click OK. It's already applied to the values I have typed here. Let us also see how to use the decimal places point in Excel. Here I have 2 decimal points here, which can be changed. How? Right click. After selecting the cell, format cell. Have a look. 2 decimal places, which you can change as so desired if you wish. Let's assume I make it 3 decimal places, type it, then you say OK as you desire. You can decrease it anytime if that is necessary. From the home menu, you have here decrease decimal point. This is increase, this is decrease. So if I click on decrease, it decreases. Increase, it decreases. That depends on how you want it to be. Still on formatting cells. Now we want to look at cell alignment. How to align your cells, the content of your cells. Look at this. I have class here. Remember I told you, if you type a label that is alphabet, it is automatically aligned left, but it can be changed. Highlight, right click, move to format cell. Here you select alignment. Alignment. From your alignment here, you can align it the way you want it to be. First, let us look at the degree alignment here. Look at this to the orientation. You can use your mouse. Okay. The way I'm moving it here, or you type it in here. 90%, 90 degree, 45 degree, or as you wish. Let's assume I want it at 45 degree. It's okay for now. Let's click OK. Here I am. Alignment. Select, right click, move to format cell. Open it up, select center. That is, I want to justify it at the center. Click on center, then you say OK. Here it comes. To the right, back again, format cell. Open it up, select right, click OK. So that is how you can justify the content of your cells in Microsoft Excel. Remember I said Microsoft Excel can be used for accounting purpose also. There might be need for you at times to double line or single line the total of your work. Take for an instance, select here, right click, format cell. From in the format cell dialog box, move to font. Under where you have underline, you can select single, double, single accounting, double accounting as applied. Let's use the double accounting here. Select it. Here is the preview. Then click OK. It gets applied. If a color is to be applied to it, just for emphasis, same process. Move to format cell. Select a color for the text. Then click OK. Here it gets applied. Let us look at how to merge two cells together to form one. How to merge two cells together to form one, if need be. Here I have cell B and C to be merged together. What I have to do is I highlight first, right click, come back to format cell. In the format cell dialog box, move to alignment, then check out merge cells, then click OK. Both C cell B1 and C1 are merged together. Hence, it is taken as just one cell, known as B1. You can remove the merging. Come back, uncheck merge cell. They are separated. So cells can be merged together. I have talked about several things on Microsoft Excel. Let us have a little bit of practical work on Microsoft Excel. Let's assume we want to use Excel now to prepare a staff salary. Here I have serial number. Here I have name of staff. Here I have basic salary. Let us have housing allowances, medical allowance, transportation allowance. Let us have tax. Let us have gross pay. Let us have net pay. And see how you can combine most of the things I have talked about in a real practical way. I want to assume I have just 5 staffs in my organization. So I put 1. Let me delete the okay. Serial number. I have 1. If I want more, there's no need for you to continue numbering 1, 2, 3 manually. You can drag from here. From here, I'm going to use the right button of the mouse to drag down to wherever I want it to be. Remove your hand. Move to this command, fill series, and click. Automatically, it gives you the numbering. So if you have 1 million staffs, you don't need to number it one by one. Let us have names of staff. Joy, John. Is slicing it because the former alignment is still active. So let me take it back. Fine. I have David here. These are names of staff. We want to prepare a staff salary. Okay. Here, I've entered the name of my staff. Their basic salary per month. This one earns 10,000. Okay. This earned 8,000 as salary, as their basic income. Now the organization says each worker gets 10% as housing allowance. What are you going to do now to calculate 10% in Excel? A formula is needed. Remember, for you to use a formula, what do you type first? Equal to. So I'm going to calculate 10% of the 5,000. Remember how to calculate percentage in mathematics. So I'm going to have 10% divided by 100 multiply. Remember I told you this is our multiplication sign by the basic. The basic here is 5,000, but I'm going to type cell C2 because the basic is in cell C2. Press enter. Here it gives me. So this is 10% of this. 500 is 10% of 5,000. If the condition apply to all the staffs, just put your mouse here, arrow, and drag. Every other staff is automatically calculated for. Come to medical. If medical is 3%, same procedure, equal to 3 divided by 100 multiply by C2. Enter. That is 3% of 5,000. Calculate for every other person automatically. Housing transportation allowance, 5% equals to 5 over 100 multiply by C2. Enter. Here, let us have a column. Insert a column. where we can have what is called total allowance. So what must you do? You have to add all these together. Remember, highlight. You can use your octosum. So here I have the total allowances paid Mr. John here. Drag to calculate for every other person. Tax is 15%. Let us assume 15 over 100. Multiply by the basic, that is C2. Enter. This is tax. Drag for every, provided 15% apply to every other staff. Otherwise, calculate it individually. Now come to gross pay, which is your basic salary plus your total allowance. Remember, we need addition here, which is the summation sign, equal to sum, where I have my basic salary, C2, and my total allowance, G2. Sum, open a bracket, C2, okay, comma, G2, close the bracket, press enter. Remember, I use comma here. I did not use to, because if I use C2 to G2, it means it's going to add everything here. But I selected C2 and G2. That is why I use comma. So this is my gross pay. Highlight for every other worker. Net pay. Your net pay should be your gross pay minus your tax. So simple. Equal to I2. Subtract it. Take away H2. That is the tax. So you have I2 minus H2 here. Press enter. So this is the net pay. You can drag down. You can see I have been able to calculate a salary scale for a staff in an organization here using formulas in Excel. So there are a lot you can do in Excel. Let us add borders line to this. Highlight the area where the borders line is to be added. After highlighting, move to the border icon. Get it opened. Then select all borders for borders to be added to your work or to the spreadsheet. Don't forget what we learned in Microsoft Word to save a document. Same procedure in saving. So you can save your document in Excel also. Same procedure you use in saving in Microsoft Word. So I can save it with salary as you wish. Then click on save. Let us look at the creation of charts. The creation of charts, graphs in Microsoft Excel. How can that be done? We have what is called chart wizard. A wizard in computer is a program that performs tasks for the user. So we are going to use chart wizard in creating charts in Microsoft Excel. First, highlight the area where the data to be used are coming from. Remember, in a chart or in a graph, two sides are needed, the y-axis and the x-axis, just the way you have it in mathematics. So let us plot the graph of tax against the gross pay. I highlight. Then you come to insert menu. You come to insert menu. These are different type of charts that can be used. Let us use column charts. Click on it. Select or use the one you are being directed to use in your office or as directed by your examiner. Click on it. Here we are. A chart is created for us. Here I have the tax against the gross pay created automatically for us. Finally, let us see how to print your documents in Microsoft Excel. Remember, I said in Microsoft Word, always preview your document before printing. Let us preview from print command here. Let us preview and see. Here is the preview. If you are okay, if you like what you see, then you can print. Otherwise, go back, close, and change accordingly. But if you want to print, you can go ahead and print your document. Print. Here, you select print from this to this. Specify the printable area from page 1 to page 1. If you want to print from page 1 to 20, print 1 to 20. Here, numbers of copies specified. If you want to print the entire workbook, select entire workbook. That is, all the sheets, the content of all the sheets will be printed if you specified entire workbook. Otherwise, you can specify active sheets. The active sheet is the one that is currently you are working on. Haven't specified all those things. Don't forget to specify the printer name. Then you can say OK. Your document will be sent to the printer for it to be printed out from the printer.